Hi folks, Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell pickup trucks, folks. I don't know how many we've sold, but it's an astonishing number over the past decades. Those of you who follow our sales know that we absolutely sell the nicest trucks at the best value there is on the internet. Today we're going to list a truck. Well, let me just say this. If you've been out looking for you a nice, new, kind of new or new Ford F250 just loaded up with everything, and you saw that $85,000 sticker price, trust me, you don't have to pay that for a nice one. Today we're going to list a beautiful, wonderfully equipped 2017 Ford F250 Lariat. It's literally, folks, with the exception of the moonroof and what kind of, who wants a moonroof, got every piece of equipment we can find on the truck. I'm just going to show you here. Dan will have a picture of it. In 2017, sticker was $65,745. So that's about $80-something thousand nowadays.
Well, you forget the dealer markup.
Yeah.
Considering you can't hardly find a nice one.
Yeah, well, they'll mark them up $5,000 to $10,000. But be that as it may, this truck's sitting on a good set of
BF
Goodrich tires. The finest wheels they could put on it. As a matter of fact, the machine cast aluminum 20-inch wheels, Ford charged $1,420 for them. It's got everything from backup cameras, heated seats, navigation. It's everything, folks.
Leathered up and loaded.
It has 212,000 miles on it. Rides and drives the very best. You don't have to worry about that. It has been deleted. It has a small toe tune on it, not been souped up. Just, it is there, which, you know, is a value to the truck. But you're talking about clean, nice. You're talking about a truck, folks, that when you bid on it, if you win it, let me say this, you're gonna like it a lot. You're gonna get a great value. So hey, watch this truck closely. Is it beautiful? It is a nice truck.
Got now, these hammerhead bumpers. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. We was just talking about, it's got what's called hammerhead bumpers on it. High dollar, expensive bumpers. I guess they're the equivalent of the ranch hand bumpers.
They're like a ranch hand, but not ugly.
Yeah.
Well,
beautiful paint.
The front, the nose, the hood, it's not chipped and beat up. Got these little LED cubes plus a big center.
Well, I spent 20-something years in Texas, folks. This truck spent its whole life in Texas. And out there, you know, they just put so many miles on it because everything is a zillion miles away. If you're gonna
yeah, it's 50 miles to the store.
You can see under here, there's absolutely no sign of any rust or abuse, neglect, or any of that. Got your triple step inside. But on the inside, folks, it looks like new. Look in here.
Now, we haven't inserted the seat or done anything. That's factory, so you can tell it's been on the highway because city use, people sliding in and out, these seats get tore up.
You can look at the brake pedals and all that. We did say it's got the WeatherTech mats. You can see the carpet, show the carpet. The headliner always looks like the Dickens on these videos. We can't do it, but the headliner's perfect.
It's got the
dash is not cracked or any of that.
It's got automatic headlights, got the floodlights under each mirror, adjustable pedals, trailer brake controller, upfitter switches. I'll go over more of that when we do the drive video.
It does have navigation. It does have heated seats.
And cooled.
It is just, this is a beautiful truck, folks. This is a nice truck.
It's got the inverter, 110 volt outlets. You got the storage under the seats. I have 2 sets of these keynote things, got remote start. Got it all.
We don't see any paint work. You can see here the spares under it just like it's supposed to be. It has backup camera. The bed apparently has never had anything in it. That's the original bed.
Somebody put their vegetables and fixings in the bed when they took it to church to bake every Sunday, but that's about it.
People ask me about it. Show this line here. You can see the lines on the bed.
Nobody's rammed their four-wheeler into it. Got these LED tail lights.
This is a heavy-duty bumper.
And it's
hammerhead.
got more lights in the back, but still has the parking sensors built in.
All these tow hooks and that. You can see down the side, folks. It's not pecked up and beat up and all that.
It does have the tailgate step. Got the storage underneath, power inverter. There's your outlets. Headliner's nice, sliding rear window. Look at all the jams, not full of mud.
It stays like it is, folks, and like it has been the past 3, 4, 5 years. You can drive this truck for 2 or 3 years and it'll still be worth more than you paid for it. Trust me, whoever buys this truck's going to buy thousands of dollars less than you would buy it sitting on your dealer's lot, I guarantee.
Well, given the rate the value of $1 is falling, by the time you get ready to sell it, you can probably get more for it than you paid for it. And I know it's not really that simple, but it kind of is.
I don't know what else to say about it, folks, without being redundant. You've seen everything we've seen about it. Rides and drives the very best. Dan's going to drive it and show you everything about it. But it's just a beautiful truck. It stands up, got a great stance to it.
It's a good one.
Well, it's just pretty. Anyway, it's a 2017 Ford F250 Lariat, folks, with everything you can put on it. A nice set of Goodrich tires, the very best wheels. Navigation, heated cool seats, just on and on and on. There's nothing's been in the bed. It's not been jerked around. It's got these expensive hammerhead bumpers, front and rear. It has been deleted. It does have the tow tune on it, which they all ought to have. There's no pecks and no glass pecked up, any of that. You're going to be real happy with this truck. We appreciate you watching our video, folks. We truly do. Thank you so much for that. To our thousands of customers around the country, thank you so much for your business. We look forward to visiting with you about this 2017 Ford. Look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hey folks, Dan Dell here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you for a test drive in it. But before I do, just want to show you a couple things under the hood. Now, if you watch many of our videos, you know I always say we don't clean under hoods. This truck probably got cleaned under the hood when it went through the auction before we got it, where it was traded in. But even when they've been cleaned under the hood, you can tell if a truck's been out mud bogging or whatnot, or if it's got significant oil leaks, stuff like that, just from the patina on everything. When cold mud hits a hot engine, all these bare aluminum pieces get a patina that you can't clean off. It's there forever, and this one doesn't have that. Doesn't have the stains that are left over even when you wash off oil where it might have been leaking from. None of that present here. But the main thing I want to show you is right under here, under the oil cap. You see I take the cap off, and there is a tiny wisp of smoke. The smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is, you see, set the cap down, it doesn't blow off. That means there's no pressure in the crankcase, which means no blow-by. Blow-by is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. It's not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear this truck does not have. So that's the main thing I wanted to show you. Now we're going to hop in and take it down the road. Alright, now we're in the truck, going to take you for a little drive, show you how it does. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work, because as always I'm driving with one hand and filming with the other on some of the worst roads in the United States here in Jackson, Mississippi. But one thing, let me back up. So even though the video may come out shaky, rest assured the truck itself rides and drives great. And one thing you can take away from all these bumps and potholes I'm running over is that this truck is tight. There's no squeaks, there's no rattles, bangs, thunks. The front end is tight. The body, the cab is tight. All these bumps, not a squeak in it. That's the one, the biggest difference I think between the older body style and these newer ones is just the interior, the sound. There's not nearly, just a fraction of the, I guess you just call it slack or whatever, in the cabs. But this truck, 212 on the odometer, which if you're familiar with these 6.7 Power Strokes, I mean, it's barely broken in. It goes down the road just like it should, fires up and runs great, hot or cold. Doesn't pull to the left or right when you let go of the wheel, doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. All that's good. There's no shake in the wheel, anything like that. I mean, if you want to fly in here to Jackson, Mississippi International Airport, drive this truck home, you can. We'll be glad to pick you up at the airport during our regular business hours. We'll bring you back to the office. We'll do all the paperwork and feedback and everything and let you get on the road. Be glad to do it. I would not hesitate to hop in this truck and drive it absolutely anywhere. On the other hand, if you're like most of our customers, probably from the Northeast, the Midwest, you may not want to spend several days driving or flying down and then driving home. So with that being said, don't let the idea of buying sight unseen scare you. I mean, that's why we do these videos, so you can see these trucks going down the road, shifting out, not running hot, not making any weird noises or any of that. And don't let the prices you see online for shipping scare you, because most of these guys you see that give you quotes off a website or something for shipping, they're not actual shippers, they're just brokers. And they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front and call it a deposit, but what it really is their broker fee for finding somebody else to actually ship the vehicle to you. And most of them use this website called Central Dispatch that's not open to the public to find somebody to actually haul the vehicle to you. And the good thing is, though, we're on it. It costs a couple grand a year to be a member, but we're on it. So basically, we can get you wholesale rates on shipping. We don't charge a markup or a fee or anything. It's a free service to our customers. Or if you're not our customer, we'll do it for $75. It was $50, but Central just went up on the rate, so we got to go up a little too, just to cover what they charge us to post one. But basically, if you're interested in shipping, shoot me a text to 601-376-9869 with your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, or anywhere in the state of Florida, we can get you a real good deal on shipping. But regardless, odds are it's going to be a better deal than you're going to find anywhere else. So, like I said, if you're interested, text me your zip, 601-376-9869, and I'll be glad to get you a ballpark figure on shipping. And the way that works is, if you buy the truck and you want to ship it, you just wire us the money for the truck itself. You don't add for the shipping. We don't ship it ourselves. We find a company to haul it to you. Central Dispatch, it's kind of like eBay. They got a rating system and stuff, so you know, if somebody's unreliable or whatever, they'll have a bad rating, and we'll, you know, obviously not deal with them. But you just wire us the money for the truck, and as soon as we get the money, we'll post it for shipping. Usually takes about 3 to 5 days, but it varies. We've had them picked up the same day we listed them, and we've had them take a week. It just depends on where you are and who's in the area. It's kind of a lot to explain how it works, but if you want to hear it, call me. But anyway, like I said, you just pay us for the truck, and we'll make all the arrangements, and when the transporter drops the truck off to you, you just hand them cash for the shipping. So, real simple deal. If you have any questions about it, though, give me a call. That's my cell, 601-376-9869. Any other questions you might have about the truck, about, you know, what's been done to it, what we'll take for it, or just whatever, give me a call. If I don't answer, hang up and send me a text. Don't leave me a voicemail. But if I don't always answer my phone first thing in the morning or late in the evening, but generally if I'm awake, I'll answer a text. But regardless, if you call and I don't answer, text me. Don't just assume I'll see a missed call and call you back, because my coverage in my office is spotty, and sometimes the calls don't even show up on my phone. So if you don't leave me a text, or I mean, you can leave me a voicemail if you really want to, and don't do texting, that's fine. But if you don't leave me some kind of message, I may not know you called. So anyway, that's the deal. Now, before I go, I just want to show you the dash. You know, it's easy to hook your scanner up, kill a service light or warning light or whatever, take a picture and say, oh look, no lights. But as soon as you start driving, if there's something wrong with the truck and you haven't fixed it, then that light will come right back on, and you can see no engine lights, brake, ABS, airbag, none of that crap. Now you do see a tire pressure light. That's because 3 of the tire sensors are not registering. One is, the other 3 aren't. They can be reset. I'm trying to get a chance to catch my buddy that works at a tire store to come out with his machine and try and reset them. But worst case, you can buy a whole set for like $50 on eBay and have them put on if you care. But this thing has so much other stuff. It's tow status, off-road status, all manner of cool stuff. It does have navigation. You see I put it in reverse. There's the backup camera coming off the tailgate, and I can hit this button and there is your third brake light camera. It's also got the lost my train of thought. Exhaust brake control, hill descent control, traction control. Got extra USB outlets with the Android Auto, Apple CarPlay stuff. Shift on the fly, 4-wheel drive, tow command, heated and cooled seats. I'm going to drop it back. There's the navigation, but let me go back to the main deal. It's got all the different apps and stuff. Sirius Travel Link. Sirius Travel Link's cool. If you pay for it's like an extra few dollars a month, but it will let you overlay weather radar on top of the map. Plus, like if you got a route set into the navigation system and there's, say, a wreck ahead of you along the route, it'll pop up and say crash detected or detour or whatever. It'll ask you if you want it to detour you around it, which obviously you would. But like I said, there's all kind of other cool stuff, apps, and like there it is, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Wi-Fi, whatever. Got the 110 outlets. Now look at this window sticker. I'll put a picture up, but good Lord, they 355 lock and diff, FX4 off-road, navigation. Got a console vault, which I don't see a console vault. Maybe it's under here. I don't know. It says console vault, but I don't see one. Maybe they took it out. Rear inflatable seat belts, block heater, upfitter switches, garage door opener, tailgate step, LED box lighting. There's all your upfitter switches. Got your sunglasses holder, garage door deal. Got it all. So if you have any questions, though, give me a call, 601-376-9869. If you want to make an offer, want to know about shipping, basically anything, just give me a call. Now, there's one thing I do want to point out. See around the edge of that passenger mirror, it's got a little chunk missing. I guess somebody, maybe a limb fell on it, whatever. But it still works. You can see, let me put it apart so I can do it. See, it does still do the power extending. See, it goes out, comes back in, folds. Both of them fold like they should. No problems with any of that. It's just cosmetic, but I try and point out everything, so nobody gets mad at me. But yeah, delivered to Weatherford, Texas. That's I believe it's west of Dallas, so out in the hinterlands. $65,745 sticker. Give me a call, 601-376-9869. Thanks.